So, in episode 7 of Stargirl, entitled Part 1 of Shiv, Courtney got the out of her. Hi guys, my name is Maria Park and this is Approach to Nerd, and in this episode we are reviewing Stargirl episode 7 entitled Shiv Part 1. So we finally got Cindy Berman's Shiv. She's just as crazy as she was in the comic books and I am completely here for it. Her relationship with her dad giving her powers, her mother or stepmothers being made by her father, which of course, of course they were. All of that stuff is completely, in my mind, canon to this character. She is a whole other level of loneliness versus craziness. She's crazy, but she's extremely lonely too. You see it when her friend calls her a bee in the hallway. You see it when Courtney basically tells her that she doesn't want to hang out. Cindy is a very complex character. Now she's nasty, but she's nasty for a reason. And the reference to her mother dying and how she was young, and she even goes on to tell her father, I was little, it was an accident, pretty much implies she killed her mother. So yeah, Cindy Berman is definitely a complex and nasty character. I really loved the setup for this episode because so many different things happened. We got to see exactly what's going on with Mike in terms of how jealous he is of the time that Courtney's spending with Pat, which I get. I mean, yeah, if he was in a single father relationship with just him and his kid, and then that child has to share that parent, and then that parent is spending more time with the child than you, and you're the biological, child. Yeah, you're going to feel threatened by that. And Courtney and Pat do not make it any less obvious that they have some secrets that they're not sharing with the rest of the family. Even Barbara is kind of catching on about it. So I know it's going to play out. It's probably going to play out pretty badly when it comes to light that Courtney is Stargirl, because eventually either Mike or Barbara or both are going to figure it out. And I'm really interested to see how they pull that off and how they cover that in the series. Also, Courtney's enthusiasm versus her, I'm just going to say it, lack of experience as a superhero is definitely in the forefront, to where she's even upsetting the rest of her teammates. She's always like, can we just speed up this training? In her mind, training for her should be a YouTube video. She completely digressed from where she was, in episode 6, where her and Pat had that moment where she was understanding that, hey, they're not listening to me as team members. I just want them to be safe and looking out for them, blah, blah, blah. It's almost like that conversation didn't happen. But I'm not going to say that that's a content thing or a writing thing. That is most definitely a teenage thing, because that's what my daughter used to do and sometimes still does, and she's almost 24. So yeah, in one ear, out the other, sometimes in one ear, comprehension, then thrown back out the other. So something is going to have to happen for Courtney to really see it. I think the first step, though, was how upset her teammates were that she basically took out the entire obstacle course and left nothing for them. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, they are not a team yet. They haven't gotten that structure as a team. So Pat is very much in the right in that they are going to get themselves killed because they don't know how to work together. So to add on to that, we got to see a little bit of Icicle, a little bit of Jared. Jared wanted to ask a girl that he likes out, and then he gets like this really sweet story about his father and how he met the mother, except for the part where he said he had competition, and Jared asked his dad what he did with the other guy, and of course he's like, I killed him. I'm like, okay. He laughed, but no, he was serious. But I knew he was talking about Courtney, and I loved the scene where he, asked her out on a date. I thought that was very cute, and I saw it coming a mile away, and I'm sure everyone else did too in the earlier episodes when they communicated in the classroom. On top of that, Henry is going through a lot of pain meds because he has his father's his powers. I'm not so sure about the telekinesis. I can't remember if we've seen that yet, but we've definitely seen a lot of evidence of telepathy. It came full front in this episode where he was in class taking a geometry quiz and was hearing all the answers from the people around him. So he definitely has his dad's abilities. I don't know why They were relating for so long. I don't know if his dad basically going into a coma brought his out. Maybe his dad was unconsciously blocking his, even though he was trying to see if he had his abilities. I don't know. But he is definitely Brainwave Jr., and I'm interested to see where they take this, because that also, for me, was pretty cool. And I love that they have the Shining Knight from the comics. I knew who it was when I saw the sword, because I didn't get at first, with the accent. I'm going to be real. There's a lot of people with, British accents, more Celtic accents in comic books. So I really had to put together who was this character. And I should have known it was a Shining Knight, because there were issues in the comics where they got thrown through time. So it makes sense that he was thrown to, forward through time and got trapped. He had amnesia and he didn't know who he was. And somehow, I guess, seeing Stargirl or seeing Shiv or seeing them beat the crap out of each other made him realize who he was. I'm not sure, but I love that they incorporate. I love these little Easter eggs we keep getting of all the different DC characters that are either in Infinity Inc. or in JSA that they're throwing into the fold. So that's why I say always pay attention to these episodes, because you never know. There's something in an episode. Could be an item, could be a person, could be a word that's just a key into something next. So interested to see how he reacts with the new formed JSA, especially since he recognized Pat. I don't know why he didn't approach them after that, but I want to know what the story is on that. So, but yeah, overall, this was a very good episode. And Courtney's battle with Cindy, or Shiv, should we say, Stargirl versus Shiv, was pretty intense. And I'm hoping Courtney learned that she got, that she's not as trained as she needs to be, because honestly, Cindy beat the crap out of her. I mean, she beat the crap out of her. I mean, if the Shining Knight had not intervened, she probably would be dead. And I don't know. I don't even know how Pat's going to explain how Courtney is in the hospital. That's going to be interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Pat, explains that to her mom. But yeah. Overall, very, very good episode. I'm really looking forward to next week. I want to see more of the crazy, because Cindy is all about joining the Infinity Society. She went to SEAT. She went to Now. She's crazy. And I really want to see how this plays out in part 2. So I will be doing that review and can't wait to do it. And I would love to know what you guys think of all the stuff that happened in this episode. If I left something out, please let me know, because, it's been a long work day, but leave me a comment below and let me know. And if you would like to sign up for jury duty, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to know who's next on the nerd ballot, hit the notification bell. Until next time, I can't wait for you to approach the nerd. Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it, but hey, the party doesn't have to stop now. Click on one of these videos and keep it going.